Okay, so we are Allie.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Nick.
And today we're talking to you guys about what can be done about global warming. So by show of hands, how many of you guys have heard of global warming? Okay, and can I call on you guys, what do some of you know about global warming?
It's making the planet a lot hotter.
Okay.
It's increasing pretty rapidly.
Okay, yes, those are both very good answers. Global warming is the buildup of greenhouse gases, mostly carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, has resulted in increased temperatures, melting of ice caps, and an increase in the frequency of extreme weather events and disturbances to biodiversity and ecosystems. Deforestation and the burning of fossil fuels are the main human-caused causes of global warming, which poses a serious threat to our planet and its population.
So our first main topic is resilience and adaptation, which are essential when addressing the problems caused by global warming. This is a comprehensive strategy that includes building up infrastructure to withstand extreme weather and sea level rise, creating early warning systems to lessen the effects of natural catastrophes, and offering assistance to the most vulnerable people impacted by climate change. Research and development expenditures are essential for promoting innovation in climate resilient behaviors and technology. Furthermore, equitable adaptation measures require international cooperation, especially in developing countries that frequently lack the means and expertise to handle climate-related issues on their own. Effective adaptation measures can dramatically lower the risks associated with climate change and improve societal resilience, according to a report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. We can better prepare for the unavoidable effects of global warming and strive toward a more sustainable and resilient future for all by giving adaptation and resilience building measures top priority.
Our next topic is increasing energy efficiency. Enhancing energy efficiency in the construction, transportation, and industrial sectors is a critical tactic in lowering greenhouse gas emissions and combating climate change. Significant drops in fuel consumption and emissions are achieved in the transportation industry thanks to innovations like electric and hybrid cars, as well as improvements in the public transportation infrastructure and active transportation options like biking and walking. In the same vein, energy efficient building designs, remodeling, and upgrading initiatives, combined with strict building rules and standard enforcements, ensure lower energy usage for lighting, heating, and cooling needs. In the meanwhile, the industrial sector can gain from increasing efficiency and lowering emissions through waste heat recovery, switching to renewable energy sources, and process modification. Compact development, green infrastructure, and easily accessible public transit are further encouraged by sustainable urban design concepts, which support energy efficient communities. This comprehensive approach is strengthened by encouraging businesses and consumers to adopt energy efficient habits through incentive programs, educational campaigns, and regulatory actions. Societies can significantly progress towards a healthier and more resilient future by tackling energy inefficiencies throughout various sectors, which will both minimize the effects of climate change and foster economic growth.
Next up, we have protecting and restoring ecosystems. One of the best carbon sinks on the planet is a forest. It is essential to keeping forests safe from deterioration and deforestation. This can be achieved by establishing and upholding national parks and protected areas, promoting sustainable forestry methods, and fostering afforestation and restoration initiatives. By keeping these areas safe, we can slow down global warming and give other species a place to live. One way to stop the conversion of natural ecosystems into agricultural land is to promote sustainable farming techniques. While restoring carbon in the soil, practices like regenerative agriculture can aid the restoration of ecosystems. Large-scale products like the Bond Challenge, which was launched in the government of Germany and the IUCN in 2011, it is a global goal to bring 150 million hectares of degraded and deforested landscapes into restoration by 2020 and 350 million hectares by 2030 can help to accomplish this. Restoration efforts can improve the biodiversity and carbon storing capability of damaged wetlands. Restoring grasslands like savannas and prairies can improve soil carbon sequestration and offer habitat for local animals. Promoting monetary rewards can inspire landowners to take part in conservation initiatives. More study on carbon sequestration dynamics can result in conversion plans that are more successful. By concentrating on safeguarding and rehabilitating ecosystems, we may not only reduce global warming by storing carbon, but also by maintaining diversity, sustaining regional economies, and increasing ecosystems' ability to withstand the effects of climate change.
And our final point is the transition to renewable resources. To make the transition to renewable energy possible, we need to make renewable energy a technology, a global public good. For this, we need to focus on a few key things. Firstly, we need to remove knowledge barriers to sharing and technological transfer. This includes things such as intellectual property rights and battery storages. Next, we need to improve global access to components and raw materials. This includes sustainable practices and international coordination. And we also need to level the playing field for renewable energy technologies. This involves streamlining projects and shifting subsidies from fossil fuels to renewable. And finally, we need to triple investments in renewables. And hopefully by 2030, we will have $4 trillion in investments. This will require financial commitment and accountability from financial institutions.
So in conclusion, global warming presents a serious challenge to contemporary society, but one that, with the help of our knowledge and skills, we can overcome. By implementing the four main concepts covered in this essay, we may reduce the effects of climate change, work toward a more sustainable energy system, and strengthen our capacity to bear its inevitable consequences. To tackle global warming, nevertheless, cooperation is required from all parties, including local and national governments, businesses, and international organizations. It demands ingenuity, collaboration, and commitment to a shared objective of a healthier, more sustainable Earth for future generations. We still have a long way to go, but in order to stop the global catastrophe, we need to move swiftly and decisively. We can pave the way for a future that is more resilient and sustainable for everyone by working together and exhibiting bravery as leaders.